Hey there, it's the end of March, so we're gonna talk about hockey. Sorry, I don't make the rules, except that I do. So we're gonna talk about the 1919 Stanley Cup Finals between the Montreal Canadiens and the Seattle Metropolitans. They don't exist anymore. And why the Lord Stanley's Cup for that year doesn't have a winner. It just says series not completed. Spoiler alert, it's because of the Spanish flu. But even that wasn't added until the cup was redesigned in 1948. Until then, there was just nothing. So the first thing to know about hockey in 1919 is that you could end a game in a tie, like soccer, and there are two leagues, the NHL and the PCHA. And also that the Stanley Cup Finals was supposed to be a best-of-5 series. So at the end of 5 games, Montreal had won 2 games, Seattle had won 2 games, but game 4 had ended in a tie. So they had to play game 6. And the entire series had been played in Seattle, which is also different from current Stanley Cup Finals. They alternated sets of rules between games, so one game would be played with PCHA rules, the next game would be played with NHL rules, etc. And going into game 5, there were discussions about which set of rules would be used. Montreal wanted NHL rules and Seattle wanted PCHA rules for obvious reasons. That was their respective leagues. So in the end, they used NHL rules for game 5, and the two leagues agreed that in the future, in the event of a tie, they would play an overtime period until someone scored. That's how it works now. This is why. So games 1 through 5 occurred in late March. Game 6 was scheduled for April 1st, and then the Spanish flu arrived. Game 6 ended up being canceled about 5.5 hours before puck drop. Multiple players on both teams became ill and were hospitalized or bedridden. So the Montreal manager had tried to forfeit the match and subsequently the cup to Seattle, but the Seattle manager wouldn't accept the forfeiture because of the catastrophic illnesses. And within a week, one player had died and the Montreal manager had become ill, and he would go on to survive, but he died a few years later, most likely because of complications from the Spanish flu. Montreal tried to forfeit the match and therefore the Stanley Cup, but the Seattle manager wouldn't accept the forfeiture because of the catastrophic illness. So the series was never finished. Because there wasn't an official winner that year, nothing was engraved on the trophy. In 1948, when the cup was redesigned, there was a collar added to the trophy for teams that had never engraved anything. It wasn't really standard practice to engrave anything when you won. It was just kind of a, hey, this is a thing you can do. So in 1948, when that collar was added, one of the series that was added was the 1919 series, and it's listed as the Montreal Canadiens, the Seattle Metropolitans, series not completed. So that's a bit of hockey history for you. If you like the video, maybe hit the thumbs up down there. I think this is the right side this time. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure this is the right side. If not, find the thumbs up button, click on that, yeah? That's how that works. If you feel so inclined, you can subscribe. Somewhere on this screen will also be a previous video. And I hope you have a good day. Bye!